It is a big honor and pleasure to introduce you to Itana Prljevic, the European Heritage Days Project Officer. Itana is a project officer of the European Heritage Days, a joint initiative of the Council of Europe and the European Union. With a passion for cultural heritage and community engagement, Itana focuses on promoting youth involvement, enhancing accessibility to heritage, and supporting local initiatives across Europe. We are looking very much forward to connect the European Heritage Days with the European Days of Jewish Culture, and thanks for that, Itana, for being here and presenting the project. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Federico. Okay. Thank you, first of all, for having me here. It is a big pleasure also for me to be here to share the knowledge with you. I do expect to learn a lot from you, as I already did so far. I will try to explain what European Heritage Days are. Can you tell me if any of you already organized European Heritage Days events or just participated as visitors in your country? I see hands. Oh, good. Good. Well, I will try to explain what European Heritage Days are, and you will see it resembles a lot to your events and what you're doing in your communities. So, as you already heard, it is a joint program of the Council of Europe and the European Union. But I would like first to tell you a story, since it is the theme for your events this year. So the story goes like this. A long time ago, in a galaxy not that far away, because it happened just across the border in the neighboring France, just like for Jewish days, days of Jewish culture. It all started in France in 1984. So there was this initiative called Journée Porte Ouverte dans le Monument Historique, which means that the initiative had the goal to open historic and cultural sites for wide public, so that these sites usually won't be open normally for just anyone, but this was the open day or open days opportunity to visit those sites and not just the ones that are usually closed for public, but also the ones that are maybe not that visible. So it all started in 1984, with happening in France for one day, and saw great success. So that at that time, Jacques Lang, the Minister of Culture in France, he decided, it was decided on the level of the ministry to propose this initiative next year in '85 at the Ministerial Conference of the Council of Europe, to propose to the colleagues all around Europe to start something like that in their countries. And little by little, year after year, countries started joining the initiative, started organizing in their countries, and in 1991 already it became a pan-European initiative, meaning that the Council of Europe started a program that will bring together all these countries organizing Heritage Days in their countries or regions, and then it spread wider and wider, and from 1999 the European Union also joined, we like to say, as a partner, because what it is today, that's how it started in 1999. We are co-founded, the program is co-founded by the European Union and together with the Council of Europe. Now, the program today is present in different forms in 48 countries. Why am I showing this map? Not just to say that EHDs are even bigger than the Council of Europe. But just to explain the difference, because we usually do face this opinion or prejudice that European Heritage Days is just for EU countries. A lot of people think that it's just an EU project. Well, it's not. It is a program that is present in 48 countries, so 46 member states of the Council of Europe, which includes also the EU countries, all 27 of them, and also two more countries, that is the Holy See and Kazakhstan. So you will find European Heritage Days in 48 countries of the Europe. Unfortunately, I cannot say the whole continent, which we used to say gladly, because it sounds even more powerful. But for the reasons we all know, Russia and Belarus are no longer part of the program. Hoping, looking to the day when the peace will come and we will become again united in Europe. So 48 countries are celebrating in their own way, which means that not everywhere they're called European Heritage Days. Somewhere it's open days, open heritage days, or variations. It's not always clear from the title that it belongs to the program, or it is the part of the family of the European Heritage Days. But if you go to our website, europeanheritagedays.com, you will find for each country how it's called, what the program is, and you will see the dates. So most of the countries are celebrating during September. Some, like France, third weekend in September. Others, the whole month. Sometimes it's going to be like 3 weekends in a row. Some will celebrate the whole week. It depends basically from country to country when and how it's celebrated. Some of them, like a big part of Spain, celebrates in October. And some will even continue to November. Finland, for example, celebrates, well, mostly in September. The majority of the events are happening in September, but some of them are happening even from the beginning of the year. So it's growing. With time, everything is growing. The number of countries participating, the number of visitors, the number of events happening, and the time when they're being organized. Okay, so why the Council of Europe is present in this story of today? The Council of Europe has developed several key conventions that shape cultural heritage policies across Europe. So whichever policies you have in your countries, they are mostly based on these conventions. The first one that came in 1954 is the European Cultural Convention. And what I said previously, that it's 48 countries participating in the program, it's actually all of these 48 countries are signatory to this convention. So the foundation of European cooperation in culture and heritage, it encourages countries to safeguard and promote their cultural heritage while fostering international collaboration in education, science, and the arts. And next, after the European Cultural Convention in 1992, comes the Valletta Convention that focuses on the protection of archaeological heritage. And then we had the Faro Convention, that is probably the most interesting one for us. It recognizes heritage as a resource for democracy and focuses on the rights of people to have access to their heritage, to their cultural heritage, and it promotes a more inclusive and participatory approach to heritage management. So if I to translate this, it's all about communities and participation, and the access to them, to their culture. So it tries not to not to have the culture closed and not accessible, but on contrary. And then the latest one is the Nicosia Convention. Due to all the wars that we had since World War II, when we thought, okay, we learned the lesson, it's over now, we're gonna build a better world, but as you know, we did not get there yet. Comes the Nicosia Convention. The Nicosia Convention aims to combat the illicit trafficking of cultural property, preventing looting, illegal trade, and destruction of heritage sites. Okay, that's about the conventions that we like to base our actions on. But also the values promoted by the program itself, European Heritage Days, are inclusivity and accessibility, ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to engage with cultural heritage regardless of background, age, or ability. Encouraging multicultural participation and the recognition of diverse heritage narratives. And then education and awareness, promoting heritage education, not just in schools, but in communities widely. Raising awareness about the importance of preserving cultural and natural heritage. And then sustainability and conservation, advocating for responsible tourism, for example, and environmentally friendly heritage practices. Supporting sustainable development by integrating heritage into urban and rural planning. And of course, democracy and participation, encouraging citizen engagement in cultural initiatives and decision-making. Dialogue and cooperation, fostering cross-border collaborations and cultural exchanges among European countries. By promoting these values, European Heritage Days strengthens the role of cultural heritage as a unifying force that connects people, places, and histories across Europe. Now, how do we do that? Well, just like you, we do have national coordinators and event organizers. We in Strasbourg, in the Council of Europe, are only a team of 4. So you can imagine we cannot get everywhere in Europe at the same time. And this is where national coordinators are very helpful. So each country has a national coordinating body. Usually, most of the time, it is the Ministry of Culture or the equivalent. It can be called different names, but culture is somewhere in there. It can be also some associations or the National Heritage Fund. It depends from country to country, and then that coordinating body appoints one person that will be the coordinator. These coordinators then oversee the events, organization of events. Sometimes these coordinating bodies, like the Ministry of Culture or some NGO, would be directly organizing the events. But most of the times, it is the communities organizing events and the national coordinators, coordinating among them, choosing the national theme, choosing the dates, supporting with promo materials, etc. So these event organizers, it can be local authorities, museums, cultural associations, universities, NGOs organizing events such as site openings, exhibitions, guided tours, workshops, performances. So anything you can imagine. It's no longer like it was at the beginning, opening a site or just some building to be visited, but also organizing programs of promoting around maybe these sites, or it doesn't have to be a tangible heritage, it can also be intangible. Many events, what's important to know is that these national coordinators and event organizers, they don't have extra funds for organizing European Heritage Days, in the sense that they're doing it to promote what they're already doing. And they are also supported by a huge number of volunteers. So they were invited, national coordinators, to join you here today, but it's not really easy for them to organize their trips, to organize away from work, as they usually do not just European Heritage Days, but many other jobs. But there was a big interest among them to share knowledge with you, and maybe we can organize something together online to get to know each other and see how you can cooperate, because everything we do as the Secretariat from the Council of Europe goes through them. So if we come with an idea as a Secretariat, as a Council of Europe, to organize anything in Spain, for example, we will first contact the national coordinator with the idea, with the proposal. And also anything coming from Spain to our European level goes through national coordinators. So if ever you want to know more about the program in your country, you can go to the website, find the contact on the contact page of your national coordinator in the country, get in touch with them. They are very open to cooperation and very approachable. Or if you want, you can contact me or anyone from our team, and we will organize a get-together and connect you with the national coordinators. Now, if we do not organize events, what do we do on the European level? Well, we do. Okay. We do support, we try to support national coordinators and then their national programs by organizing meetings among them. So we have 2 meetings per year for national coordinators where they come and share their ideas for the program of that year and share the know-how, share the experiences that they already had with their events. And also, we'll talk about future themes. So for this year, just like your events, we do have annual theme, and we managed to have themes in advance, like for 3 years, I would say. So for this year, the annual theme is architectural heritage, and for next year, it is the heritage at risk. I wanted to say in danger, but with that was the first idea. But with the bureau we have at the European Heritage Days, it was decided that maybe at risk sounds a bit softer, even though the idea will be to bring attention, and we do know it's difficult to talk about dangers. Whenever something is in red, people tend to step away from it, avoid it. So that's why, okay, let's find something a bit softer, but still talk about it. And our idea with themes, first of all, is to have a theme that can be interpreted in multiple ways. So this is the first page of our brochure. Every year for the theme, we do have a brochure that explains a bit how what we meant with the theme, how it can be interpreted. And then the second part of the brochure gives concrete event ideas. So some examples that we gathered throughout the years of the events that could be organized. It does not mean that only these events can be organized. These are just ideas, and you can take a look. It's on the website. You can easily sorry. You can easily download it and just see what's in there. You'll find probably interesting things. We also, when we're choosing the theme, we're thinking also how it can be translated in different languages. Thank you. So it always needs to be simple, is easy to translate to so many languages. And then the annual theme is also there to spark questions. So next year it's going to be heritage at risk. We do want to talk about dangers. We do want to point to things that are happening, and we want to preserve the heritage. But the approach is, okay, let us not just point the finger, this is what's bad, but give examples of good practice. That way it's easier for all our publics to digest. So what we try through these brochures is give ideas of good practice. Okay, this is the problem, but here is maybe a solution that you can use. So this year's theme, the architectural heritage, windows to the past, doors to the future. Significance of this theme is that it is the 50th anniversary of the European Architectural Heritage Year, 1975. This year's theme marks the golden jubilee of the initiative by the Council of Europe, which was pivotal in recognizing architectural heritage as a fundamental element in enhancing the quality of life and advancing preservation efforts across the continent. So from grand monuments in bustling cities to vernacular buildings in rural areas, the theme emphasizes the technical achievements of architecture that shapes Europe's cultural identity besides the buildings themselves. So as I said, it's not just going to be tangible heritage, which is easier to identify. We all see it, we're all next to it, but also about intangible, about how these buildings were made, all these skills that were needed to bring the buildings and everything around them, but also engaging the communities. The theme encourages communities to engage with the history, design, cultural significance of architectural landmarks, fostering a deep connection to their surroundings. By focusing on heritage and architecture, the annual theme aims to inspire discussions on sustainability, conservation, and the future of architectural preservation, ensuring that our built heritage continues to enrich lives for generations to come. Now, that's how EHD's theme looks like. It is proposed, so once in every 2 or 3 years we get together with national coordinators, we propose some themes that are in line with the values of the Council of Europe and the European Union. And then it's national coordinators who vote, just like you're going to be voting for next year's theme. They vote what they want to celebrate, what they want to bring attention to in the next few years. So that's one way of us supporting national coordinators, event organizers. And then for the event organizers that already are in it, we do have grants. There are 2 types of grants that could potentially be interesting for you. So one first is Call for European Heritage Day Stories, talking about storytelling. And the other one is Call for Cultural Roots and European Heritage Label Sites. So the second one, I guess if you're part of these 2 stories, you already know about it. But the one for call for the European Heritage Day Stories, what it is and who is it for? So what we're asking is already existing on EHD event organizers So anyone who organized the EHD event in the last 4 years, they can write a story. A story can be anything. It can be a fiction, but what we're looking for is to hear how these EHD events, how did they become? Where did you find the idea for them? What inspired EHD event organizers to celebrate? And then, so that's the most fun part, I would say, the easiest one to bring to us. The other part is so you can just send a story and it will be published with time on our website. The second part refers to the grant application. So in the first instance, we ask applicants to tell us, to explain their idea for a project that they would like to be financed. It can be anything. We do not impose. We do say that it is good and you will have a little bit more points, extra points, if it is connected to the annual theme of the year that when you're applying. And you give a brief description of your project, of your idea, and a short breakdown of the budget. Now, the budget, the scary part, we don't ask you for much at this first stage. Just bullet points how you think, how you plan on spending the money. And then you click the send button and it goes to us. And once the deadline has passed, we do evaluation. So all of these applications that we received will be evaluated by a jury, and we then pick a short list. We shortlist ideas or projects for the next phase of evaluation. And this is only where we ask you to elaborate more or more in details your project idea. So you don't have, yes?
Can you share what is the sum to which you...
Yes, sorry, that's good. That's important. Somehow it is important. Yes, the grant, what we give each year is up to 10,000 per project. You can ask for less than that, but 10,000 is the maximum. You can find. I can't hear. Yes, for this year it's closed. We closed it like a couple of weeks ago. So for this year it's over. You cannot apply right now. But what you can do is, if you haven't organized the EHD event in the past, you can organize it this season, and you're already eligible next year in January to apply for the grant. So that was my point today, is that even if you haven't organized so far EHD events, you can organize it in this season, check when it's happening in your country, get in touch with national coordinator, because you cannot organize it on your own without anyone knowing why. I mean, you can. We're not gonna oppose, but when we're doing the evaluation of these projects, first thing is to ask national coordinators to confirm that you have organized EHD events, because we can't know without them, and everything needs to be confirmed by them. So if you organized an EHD event this year, next year, usually in January, we open the applications, and you can apply already next year. Yes. Yes. You can put your application in English or French, and that's.
As far as what gets funded.
What gets funded?
So, like, for example, I'm from Portugal, but we have an English-speaking group. Would it have to be a Portuguese language event to be funded?
We don't mind.
Oh, okay.
I can't say we don't care, because we do care. we deeply care, and it doesn't have to be in English or French. The more authentic, the better. So the point is to give a grant to a community that will further on develop their project, that something that already exists or something new, and that will help and be sustainable for the future. So that these are the main qualifications to get higher on the evaluation list. You can find the terms and conditions again on the website. Even though the application process is finished, you can find the terms and conditions and read what's in there and get even more ideas, more details of how it looks like and what to expect. Now, that's for the event organizers. Another aspect that I would like to bring your attention to today is the engagement of youth, young people. So a lot of countries, when they manage to report to us, yes, we have the same, the same pain. I can feel your pain. Data collection is something that is not easy. But when we do get reports from national coordinators, a lot of them are saying the events are popular, there is a lot of visitors, but the majority are seniors. And as much as we do appreciate all public, it would be nice, these are their words, it would be nice to engage young people, youth, because from what they saw, when they do get engaged, they are super creative. And amazing stories come out, projects, and they are interested. The interest is there. It's just that the way we talk is not adapted to youth, I would say. The way we communicate, whatever our message is, it's not getting to them. Once it does, once they're in and they are interested, they are active. It's not like they don't care. Not true. So we do have for the time being, we do have a competition for the youngest of our communities. This is from 6 to 17 years old. We didn't come up with it, just like with anything else. We saw a good story and then accepted it on the European level. Young European heritage makers started in Finland. Surprise, surprise. When you think how I am at liberty to say advanced their education system is, and the results of their kids do show that, it's logical that it came from them, because the idea of this competition is to give children voice, to ask them what do they think heritage is. So we are asking them to tell us, instead of us, as usual, telling them, okay, this is your heritage, this is what heritage is, this is what heritage isn't. This is what you should be preserving and how you should preserve it. Yes, we already established that, good, but they are the ones that will be in future here and benefiting of this heritage. So we are asking them to tell us what do they cherish, what do they think heritage is. So that's the thing with the competition. That's the goal. Give children a voice. Not all of the countries are participating, so every year we ask, sometime in May, national coordinators if they're going to join the initiative. And then the applications are open from September to 31st of December. So the competition is organized in the countries that participate on the national level. They choose winners, and then these winners are being brought to evaluation on the European level. The younger group, the younger age group, they can participate in classes, in bigger groups. For the older, we say, okay, up to 5 maximum, just for the reason that the winners on the European level, we like to bring them to Strasbourg for a visit. So we need to have some limit to the size of the group. This initiative was brought to the pan-European level in 2018, in the year of cultural heritage, and since we've been organizing it every year, with the exception of the year of the pandemic. We just recently chosen the winners for this year, and they will be coming in May to visit Strasbourg. It will be back-to-back with the meeting of national coordinators. So we will have a program of 2 days for them. At the end of the program, we will again ask them to write a short message to their future self. What do they want to see in 10 years as heritage? And then we will bring that to national coordinators, these letters or postcards. And these will be like resources for national coordinators as ideas when they're planning their events, how to approach the youngest population. We would also like, and we will try in the future to develop something for older members of the community. So I won't take any more of your time. I am tired of talking also. I do like to talk, as you can see, but yeah, it needs to stop at some point. Check our website, europeanheritagedays.com. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We do like to share content from the communities, mostly on Instagram. We do not go rarely to Shutterstock and these sources of images. We collect images from the communities. One way of making them report to us is we promise some promo materials to send from our secretariat, and then in exchange we don't ask them to pay for the promo materials, of course, but just to send us some photos from their events. Usually it works. So there's an idea.